Have you? I almost said what if. That's assuming you haven't. So let's start with the question, have you owned everything in your life? And I'm not talking about stuff like house, car, clothes. I'm talking about every decision, every experience, absolutely everything. Have you owned every single thing? The good, the bad, and the ugly. The wins, the losses, the successes, the failures, the falling in love, finding love, the dream relationship, that relationship ending, love going. Have you owned every single thing? Or have you owned some of the stuff? Yeah, it was my doing that got us in a relationship, but oh no, it was their fault that it ended. Oh, it was my doing all the success that I had with finances and money, but oh, it was the company's or my client's fault or the bank's fault or the government's fault that I lost it. Oh, I got into shape once, I did that, but then I had kids and got busy with work, and that's the reason why I got out of shape. Those are examples of half owning it. And I was there for most of my life. I'd own the wins and then kind of palm off the losses. Oh no, I wouldn't have done that. That's not me. And it's, I guess, looking back, having the mindset of no, I'm a winner. I don't cause problems and stuff. I'm a winner. I do the win stuff and the successes and the happiness. That's my responsibility. I do those. I guess that's kind of a good way to go through life, to know that you're responsible for your wins and your successes. But what if we owned everything, even the losses, even the struggles, even the person having an affair, the banks or the governments losing our money, or the mortgage companies losing our money, or the kids and work being responsible for us not having the time or the energy to exercise and eat healthy? What if we owned it all? We didn't palm anything off. What if we owned it all? The failed relationship, my fault. Kids being fuck-ups, my fault. Losing a ton of money, my fault. Not being in shape, my fault. What if you took responsibility for all of it and didn't play a victim anywhere in your life? And you forgave everyone that you once blamed for your struggling and your suffering and your losses. What if you forgave every single person and just said, hey, they were doing their best, but also come from a place of, if they did hurt you or you did end up in pain because of their actions, what if we had the awareness to go, right, some part of me attracted them into my life, some part of me attracted that situation, that circumstance, that relationship, that investment into my life, so that I could learn what I most needed to learn in that moment and then evolve as a human being? And what if the blaming is keeping you at the level that you're not actually meant to be playing at and showing up at in life? What if when you take responsibility, you move to the next level? And you keep moving to the next level and you keep moving forwards? What if your happiness is in taking responsibility, even for the worst possible thing that could possibly happen to you? What if it happened for you, to learn what you most needed to learn to move forwards? What if? I had to have the experience of losing a load of clients in my business quite a while ago. which caused me to mess up my finances and be in the hole and be in debt for a long time and suffer financially for a long time. And you know, the moment, the minute, almost the day it all turned around is when I admitted it was my fault. Because I could have easily said, the clients were wrong, they made the wrong decision, they should have trusted me as their coach and gone with the decision I made. It's their fault for being so narrow-minded, short-sighted, tight-fisted, tight-assed, whatever I could have labelled them as and judged them as and blamed them and projected onto them. But for the whole time, however many years it was, that I was blaming them, I stayed struggling financially, I stayed struggling, I stayed suffering, I stayed in pain, I couldn't move forwards because I was the victim to circumstance. And it wasn't until I said, actually, you know what, it's my responsibility. I attracted this situation, those clients, the business mentor that told me what to do, or suggested, he didn't tell me what to do, suggested what I do, that caused that. I could have blamed the business mentor, and I did for a while. But again, my situation didn't change until I go, actually, you know what? It's my responsibility. I thought wrongly somewhere along the line, which meant I spoke wrongly somewhere along the line, which meant I act wrongly somewhere along the line. Which means I had an experience that I didn't want to have. So then I go, right, my responsibility, and then in that moment, the lesson shows up for me. In that moment, how much was it? A couple of £1,000 came into my account, literally the moment, I won't go into that story, but almost out of nowhere, someone just said, hey, how about I pay off your debt? Yep, that actually happened, without me even asking for it. That actually happened. Almost the moment that I took responsibility and learnt the lesson from it and transcended and moved forwards. And now I don't make decisions like that in my business. Now I don't just listen to somebody else's suggestion without contemplating it, asking other people, thinking it over, assessing, evaluating. I don't just follow blindly anymore. But I did up until the point of learning the lesson. And I had to learn the lesson. Maybe there's something in this for you. I try not to go on about me and my life too much and become the narcissist on the videos, but I'm sharing it because I'm hoping that there's something in there for you. So you can go, okay, let's try this taking responsibility for everything. Even though everything could point to that other person, those other group of people, that organization, that religion, whatever it might be, that you could easily go, it was their fault. What if you just went, right, I attracted this on some level, and you got a pen, and you got a notebook, and you started writing. What part of me attracted this? Why did I attract this? What did I believe in order to attract this? Start there. I'm not saying it's true, I'm not saying it's right for you. Maybe start there. What if you took 100% responsibility and you owned every single thing that you've ever done or experienced? What would your life look like if you were no longer a victim to life, a victim to the world, a victim to people? What could your life look like if you go, you know what, I am responsible for my life. I'm responsible for this next day, the next week, the next month, the next year, the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, however long you may or may not have. What if you took 100% responsibility and you dropped and you let go of, it's out of my control, and you let go of, it's down to them, depends on them? What could life look like if you started to take full responsibility for it? What could your life look like? What could your body look like? What could your finances look like? What could your relationship look like if you said, I am no longer the victim, I am no longer at the mercy of other people, I am no longer at the decisions of other people, I'm no longer the effect of other people, I'm no longer victim to the decisions of other people, should I say. I'm no longer the victim to anybody or anyone else or anything else. And everything that I experience is solely down to me and what I choose in each and every moment, and what I decide in each and every moment, and what I think and what I say and what I do in each and every moment. What could life look like for you if you took responsibility, if you owned everything? Regardless of what your ego might be saying about whether or not it's your fault, their fault, whatever. What could life look like for you?